Hello everyone. In the previous lecture of energy technology, we are discussing the fuel cell technology is where it can be used और कौन कौन से ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे हम इस फ्यूल सेल को यूज़ कर सकते हैं। इसके रिगार्डिंग हमने एक कंपैरिजन चार्ट देखा था जिसके अंदर हमने देखा था कि कौन कौन से फ्यूल टाइप्स सेल होते हैं, टाइप्स ऑफ फ्यूल सेल in which are the electrolyte used, ऑपरेटिंग टेम्परेचर कौन सा है, टिपिकल साइज़ कौन सा है कैपेसिटी के हिसाब से, और उसकी एफिशिएंसी कितनी है, और उसकी एप्लीकेशन और एडवांटेजेस एंड डिसएडवांटेजेस एक चार्ट के अंदर हमने देखा था। सो बेनिफिट्स then advantages and disadvantages, okay, and applications. So ये चीज़ें ये जो चीज़ें हैं वो इस लेक्चर के अंदर हम देखेंगे, ठीक है। सो बेनिफिट्स ऑफ फ्यूल सेल टेक्नोलॉजी, व्हाट इज़ द बेनिफिट? फर्स्ट इज फिजिकल सिक्योरिटी। इट इज़ नॉट एन एक्सप्लोजन, इसका एक्सप्लोजन नहीं होता है, ये मतलब more safer than other types of batteries and all these things. So it is basically physically secure. Second, it is reliability. That is it is a reliable है कि वो इसको हम easily use कर सकते हैं. We have to know any other large equipment, or you can say that the machinery is required for this. You have to simply some of the electrolyte, anode, cathode, and some basic systems are required, which is already used in the batteries. Okay. Then the next thing is that the efficiency. Efficiency is the main thing. Each and every fuel, okay, is giving us or it having the rate of efficiency. So basically all these things are depends upon the efficiency, how much this is the efficient. Also this is the non-hazardous things, they cannot create any kind of the pollutions like air pollutions or nuisance and all the hazardous chemicals released. So basically it is the main attractive thing is that it is environmental benefits, is it is totally economical. Okay. One more another thing is it is totally replacement of the battery, alternative option of the battery. So we already know that battery is some kind of that it is sometimes it is hazardous or sometimes it is explosive. Okay, battery is sometimes explosives. Okay, so that's why it is the best alternative options of the fuel cell. So batteries requiring batteries maybe sometimes it is explosive, and the other applications is military applications, soldiers and all this military training and all these parameters at where they can use the military applications. Some of them they can simply give a current to any explosive devices, and just we have to use these types of batteries. Advantages and disadvantages. So let's see first advantages of the fuel cell. So as per the discussion, fuel cell systems are environmentally free. It is based on the simple procedures. there is a no hazardous gases and other harmful systems are generating. So this is the main advantages of these systems. Okay. High conversion efficiency. We see that in the chart of the various types of fuel cell and comparison. So in between we see that the efficiency of the fuel cells are very high, about 60 to 70%. So this is the very effective and efficiency. Extremely low emissions is required. Emissions, that means the raw materials or the basic parameters we should apply on the on that types of it doesn't create any noisy operations. It is simply and silently work like battery. There is a no voice or some noises is created. So we can also establish in the residential areas also. So simply we can जैसे हम बैटरी का यूज़ करते हैं इसी तरह ये फ्यूल सेल का भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि इसमें से कोई ऐसा न्यूसेंस क्रिएट करे या फिर कोई नॉइज़ प्रोड्यूस करे, ऐसा कोई एलिमेंट्स है नहीं इसके अंदर, जैसे कि बैटरी के अंदर होता है, बैटरी के अंदर भी नहीं होता है उसी टाइप का. It has a no moving parts. Simply, it is a small and compact design. There is a no required any moving parts to run the fuel cell. Best thing is that it is availability to use at any location. As your preferred location, you can just use it. Okay. That is not these types of fuel cell are not required a specified area, specified land, specified environment. They can just simply, you can just carry out whatever your preferred location. Okay, so the main thing is there is a less transportation losses and distribution losses, because the main thing is you can establish or you can start at anywhere. It doesn't require of the cooling tower as a conventional plant. If we see in the industries, big industries, they are compulsory having a cooling tower, large area required for the cooling towers, and their mandatory things of the cooling towers. But these fuel cells doesn't require any cooling towers. Less space required as compared to conventional plant. We see that conventional plant are very big, they require very large area, require sufficient space for the equipment and all this possible setup. Okay, so as the compare of conventional plant, this was is very small and very compact. Okay, and the main disadvantages of these types of fuel cells are it is mainly high initial cost and low service life. Initial cost है वो high है because of the parts are easily they are loose, and the service life is very small. Okay, at some times after the replace some inside materials like electrode or electrolyte and anode and cathode, okay, as well as the systems. So the main disadvantages is that fuel cell are high initial cost. Initial cost is very high. Also, the service life is very less compared to the batteries. So as we discussing of the disadvantages, first is initial cost of the installations is higher. Corporative cost of energy storage of the fuel cell is around twice that of conventional sources of energy. If we are trying to store the energy storage of the fuel cell, we discussing or we are trying to store the energy which is produced from the fuel cell. So the storage charge or the storage energy storage cost of the fuel cells are it approximately around the twice that of the conventional source of energy. That means if at one side we have to store energy from the fuel cell, and the second place at where we have to store energy from the conventional processes. So in the both case, fuel cell storage procedures require the twice cost compared to the conventional processes, because of the storage of the fuel cells are very high. Okay, so we cannot store easily as compared to the conventional sources. Okay, the energy storage is very difficult in that particular case of the storage. Energy produced by one fuel cell is around 0.7 volts only. So there is one more disadvantages. They only generated 0.7 volts. Okay, and the energy produced by one fuel cell, एक सेल की अगर एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस की बात करें तो वो 0.7 जितना ही वोल्ट जो है वो क्या कर सकता है, प्रोड्यूस कर सकता है. इसका इनिशियल कॉस्ट भी बहुत हाई है. लाइफ टाइम ऑफ द सेल्स आर नॉट एक्यूरेट नोन. स्टिल इट इज अननोनेबल द सर्विस लाइफ ऑफ द फ्यूल सेल. It cannot be measurable. We cannot assume or we cannot measuring the actual life of the fuel cell. It is whenever it is stopped working. So the life cycles or lifetimes of the fuel cells are still it is inaccurate and it is unknowable. It requires a large weight and volume for gas fuel storage system. जैसे हमें पता है in the fuel cell we have to require hydrogen as a fuel, and this hydrogen is must be more clear and more efficient. Okay, and then we have to make a storage for the hydrogen. Obviously, without any storage we cannot run or we cannot use these types of fuel cell. So basically weight and the volume of the gas fuel storage is required very hard. So if we are trying to store hydrogen gases in the vessel, but this vessels is required very high surface area, as well as these types of fuel cell require the high initial cost. So basically it is very high. Then after the other thing is that the raw material cost, we can say that it is an hydrogen price of the hydrogen or cost of the hydrogen. Basically it was very high because we are supplying, or we are using high purity of hydrogen gas, and then we have to store it. So in the both case there is a very expensive. Okay, so it is very expensive. The next sentence is given: hydrogen can be stored in the lesser volume by the liquefaction. हाइड्रोजन को लिक्विफाइड करके हम किसी भी स्मॉल एरिया के अंदर स्टोर कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि हमारा एलपीजी है. सो एलपीजी इज इट्स ओन नेम इज liquefied petroleum gas. So basically it is a gas, but we can store in the LPG cylinder. We are using a compressive. हम उसको कंप्रेस करने के बाद उसको स्टोर करते हैं. जैसे ही उसको कंप्रेस करेंगे, दे आर getting its original, its one another phase which is liquid. So same hydrogen can be stored in the form of liquidification. So this liquidification is required additional 30% of the storage energy. And there is a lack of infrastructure of distributing hydrogen. हाइड्रोजन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए अभी तक ऐसे कोई ऑटोमाइजेशन सिस्टम्स आर नॉट अवेलेबल फॉर द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और डेवलपमेंट के लिए. सो these are the advantages and disadvantages of the fuel cell. Now let's see the applications of the fuel cell, and this is the main applications. We are already seeing it. At where some areas we can just use it, like domestic power services. So what are in the domestic services? Like our houses, household appliances, DC, any DC applications. Okay, batteries. At where the batteries are used, we can just simply replace it. Okay, replace with these types of fuel cell. सो डोमेस्टिक पर्पज़ के लिए हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं, लाइक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए, स्मॉल एप्लीकेशंस को रन करने के लिए. ठीक है. फिर सेंट्रल पावर स्टेशन, जो भी सेंट्रल पावर स्टेशन है कोई एक सोसाइटी का या फिर कोई एक एरिया का, तो वहाँ पे इसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं. फिर ऑटोमेटिव व्हीकल्स, जो भी ऑटोमेटिव व्हीकल्स है, ठीक है, लाइक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यूज़ करते हैं, और दी सम ऑटोमेटिक मशीनरीज हैं, उसके अंदर भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं. And the other one is special applications. So it is an used for in specific applications. Okay. नेक्स्ट इज़ सम यूजफुल पॉइंट रिगार्डिंग एप्लीकेशंस, जैसे कि EMF इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स और अ वोल्टेज ऑफ अ फ्यूल सेल इज डिपेंड अपॉन टू सम एक्सटेंट ऑन द डिस्चार्ज करंट स्ट्रेंथ. द एवरेज वोल्टेज पर सेल इज़ 0.75 वोल्ट. ये हमने डिस्कस किया था. ठीक है. सो वो बेसिकली किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है? डिस्चार्ज चार्ज स्ट्रेंथ के ऊपर. एंड एवरेज वोल्टेज जो है प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है वो क्या है? 0.75 वोल्ट पर सेल के हिसाब से. एंड वी कैन जस्ट सिंपली join these types of cell in series, and also we can in parallel, so we can provide a reasonable voltage and current we can produce. जैसे बैटरीज के सेल को हम क्या करते हैं, बहुत सारे सेल्स को हम एक साथ सीरीज़ के अंदर कनेक्ट करते हैं, तो क्या होता है, हम ज़्यादा वोल्टेज वाली बैटरीज को बना सकते हैं. उसी तरह क्या होता है कि फ्यूल सेल को भी हम सीरीज़ या पैरेलल कनेक्शन के अंदर हम उसको क्या कर सकते हैं, अरेंज कर सकते हैं और रीजनेबल रिक्वायर्ड वोल्टेज को हम प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं। ठीक है। Types of current that are generated by fuel cell. These fuel cells are generated basically DC voltage, but we are converted into the AC, alternative current for our home appliances uses के लिए। If the fuel cell for a reasonably low cost and long life, it can be produced. A major used might be electrical utilities for a load leveling. अगर हमें पता चल जाए और ऐसी रिसर्च हो जाए या फिर ऐसा अदर एडवांटेजेस फीचर्स आ जाए फ्यूल सेल के अंदर, जैसे ही हमें पता चल जाए कि पहले तो वो लो कॉस्ट में बने, इनिशियल कॉस्ट जो है वो, और इसकी लॉन्ग लाइफ बैटरी, लॉन्ग लाइफ हो, जो उसकी सर्विस टाइम है वो, तो इसको हम बहुत सारी एज ए मेजर एप्लीकेशन के अंदर हम उसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं एज ए इलेक्ट्रिक यूटिलिटीज़, जहाँ पे कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है वहाँ पे। लॉन्ग टर्म पॉसिबिलिटी इज़ सेंट्रल स्टेशन पावर प्लांट। लॉन्ग टाइम की अगर हम बात करें, जैसे कि उसको लॉन्ग टर्म पॉसिबिलिटीज़ कौन कौन सी है कि हम लॉन्ग टाइम के लिए कहाँ पे यूज़ कर सकते हैं, तो वो पावर स्टेशन होते हैं, सेंट्रल पावर स्टेशन। which is coal is gasified and gas is used to generate electricity directly by means of fuel cell. Such an installation is expected to have a higher efficiency for a fuel utilization than a conventional steam electric plant. So the main expectation is that efficiency is high, required efficiency is high for the utilizations of electricity or fuel compared to the conventional steam and electric plant. Other thing is that it is very compatible, portable. So generating sets seems to be a favor or a field of fuel cell. ये पोर्टेबल है, ठीक है, जिसको कहीं पे भी इजीली इंस्टॉल कर सकते हैं और यूज़ कर सकते हैं। Here already fuel cells appear to competitive as compared with the conventional sources. Low temperature fuel cell have a favorable 45 positions of operation times to 300 to 400 hours per year using these types of a fuel cell. So it is totally replaceable or alternative option of the conventional sources. As we know that the demand of the power is variable. Yes, we know that the power demand is required is different at some different location and as per the applications. ठीक है. So when demand is less than the rated output, the excess would be used to generate hydrogen by electrolysis of water. So at that point we can use the hydrogen fuel cell. At the time when the load is greater than the rated power, the hydrogen would be used in a fuel cell to satisfy the additional demand. By using fuel cell at the site of power station or a power generating, the transmission and distribution cost will be reduced. ओके, तो ये एडवांटेजेस और एप्लीकेशन रहेगा इसका। ट्रांसपोर्टेशन और जो भी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कॉस्ट है वो लो है। सो ये हमने एडवांटेजेस के अंदर देखा है। फॉर अ न्यू लोड सेंटर, डिफरेंट फ्यूल सेल माइल बी यूटिलाइज मोर इकोनॉमिकली एंड फ्यूल सेल लोकेटेड नियर द लोड सेंटर। हम लोड सेंटर के पास भी इसको लोकेट कर सकते हैं। Some fuel cells have been proposed for a remote or rural areas or unattended locations for mobile and emergency power sources। जैसे कि फ्यूल सेल को ऐसे भी एरियाज़ के अंदर हम डाल सकते हैं जहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अवेलेबल नहीं है और इजीली नहीं अवेलेबल है, तो वहाँ पे कुछ ऐसी एप्लीकेशन का यूज़ कर सकते हैं जैसे कि मोबाइल टावर्स है, ठीक है, पावर सोर्सेस है, तो उसको हम क्या कर सकते हैं, इंस्टॉल कर सकते हैं। The aluminum air cell is special interest for a vehicle, electrical vehicle. Aluminum air cell is basically the specially important for the electrical vehicle. The propulsion, because of the high specific energy that is possible for these, the weight of these batteries are same as a conventional battery. कन्वेंशनल बैटरी के जितना ही इसका वेट होता है, सो दैट्स वाई इट इज़ द यूजफुल। अदर थिंग इज दैट more than methanol, air and hydrogen oxygen cell are also used for a vehicle propulsion। ओके, एक propulsion है जिसको क्या कर सकते हैं, इसको हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल के अंदर, ठीक है। Many of the fuel cells are currently under development for the special applications where conventional is not important, cost is secondary। so वहाँ पे बहुत सारे फ्यूल सेल को भी फाइंड आउट किया जा रहा है कि पर्टिकुलर यूज़ के लिए फ्यूल सेल को बनाया जा रहा है। For this application, hydrogen is the superior fuel from the viewpoint and the reactivity and availability of the invariant electrolyte, although it is relatively costly। हाँ, ये थोड़ा कॉस्टली है, बट द अवेलेबिलिटी एंड द मेन थिंग हाइड्रोजन इज द अनदर unique material, unique thing for the fuel cell। so it is superior fuel, hydrogen is a superior fuel। so in the point of view is that for the conventional processes compared to this, it seems likely the hydrogen oxygen and hydrogen carbon oxygen cell will be used and increasing extent in special military and space applications। also these types of hydrogen fuel cells are used in the space agencies and space cell applications to increase the special military, also space applications। so these are the applications this will be seen in the fuel cell is the see in the car in the future। okay, so we can just simply replace it by a fuel cell where we have no required the batteries. So basically the discharging problem is should be we can reduce it. हमें पता है कि अगर कार की बैटरीज जो है, कार को लंबे समय तक अगर हम चलाएंगे नहीं, ऐसे ही रहने देंगे, तो बैटरी उसकी जो है वो डेड हो जाती है, ठीक है, कार की बैटरीज डेड हो जाती है, तो उसके लिए हमें उसे फिर से चार्ज करना पड़ता है। सो उसी चीज़ को अटकाने के लिए हम फ्यूल सेल का यूज़ कर सकते हैं, जिसकी वजह से लॉन्ग टाइम इसकी बैटरी भी चलेगी और लॉन्ग टाइम इसको यूज़ भी कर सकते हैं।